guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today's video is going to be a bit different and it's not going to be as long. This is just going to be an update video. Please excuse what I'm wearing. I'm literally in pyjama top and shorts because it's like 10:30 I think in the morning. No, that's a lie. It's 11:15 in the morning and I've not been out of bed long. I've been up since about 8 o'clock, but I've only just got out of my bed basically. So this video is going to be kind of an update video on my health and just to adjust a few things. So the first thing you can probably notice it's completely different is my hair. I am now completely blonde. There is still work that I'm trying to do to it and stuff, but I have now gone completely blonde. I was red before and I'm now blonde. So that's the first thing that's changed. 2 seconds. I just want to put my hair back up. I don't like it down. Second thing is I apologise that I have not put up any videos recently. All the vlogs are kind of stopped and everything like that. Basically there was an issue with my best friend, with her family, and basically it resulted and ended up me having to pull her away, and she's now currently living with me. So I just wanted to kind of like put my time towards her, in making her feel better, making sure that she felt safe in my house, making sure that, not safe in my house, but like make sure she felt safe because she didn't really kind of feel that way at her house, and stuff like that basically. Just wanted to make her settled, that's the word I was looking for. I want you to get her settled in. She's now completely settled in, and she's back to her normal self, back doing what she normally does, because she runs Scouts and Cubs in like my area and her area, and stuff like that. So she's now back up and doing all that. She's going to her first camp with them at the weekend, so that would be nice, seeing her having some fun, going back to her normal self. Well, not normal self, but as much as normality can be at the moment for me and her. So yeah, so I kind of wanted to dedicate my time towards her at that, for a while, which I now have done. She's so much happier now living with me. So yeah, that's good. So the vlogs and YouTube vlogs and filming should be all back up and running again by tomorrow. There will be a vlog going up tomorrow, a vlog going up Saturday. I'm not quite sure about Sunday. I haven't really kind of worked that day out yet at the moment, and stuff like that. And obviously we're back to a complete normal again, hopefully, fingers crossed, by next week. Now, another thing I need to address is that I'm no longer doing cleaning and stuff for my dad. We had a complete, it kind of blew up. And we've been arguing a lot recently, and when I took a step, because I've been here for a while, so I took a step back because I was like, we need to like call ourselves off for a while before something ends up happening, and we end up losing our parent and daughter relationship. Father and daughter relationship. So I've been here for about a week, just a bit over a week now. And when I took a step back, I kind of like realised that all of our arguments had been based around the cleaning. So I kind of rang up my dad and I was like, look, I'm going to not do the cleaning anymore because of this and because of this and because of this. And he agreed. So I'm hoping now that when we go back Monday, everything will be, we're going to do a whole new clean slate. 2 secs, that's my doorbell. I'm back. Sorry, that's my doorbell. I have to have a doorbell that's very different because otherwise I don't realise it's a doorbell. So that's what my doorbell is. What it is. I can't actually remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, so hopefully when I go back Monday, we're going to do a whole new clean slate of everything anyway. But hopefully, I'm out of breath. All I did was go down 4 steps. Yeah, so hopefully everything will be back up and normal. There won't be as many arguments. So, yeah. Okay, and now the last thing I wanted to address is my health and my health update kind of thing. This might take a little bit longer because I'm going to do a little bit of explaining. So I've been putting this off for so long. We finally now have one diagnosis, which I've had for a little while now. When I say a little while, probably a couple of, like a month month and a bit. I've just been very reluctant to do this video because of all the stigma and stuff behind it. So yeah, but I'll get to that in a minute. So I am now under a neurologist. I'm currently being referred to also cardiology, which is heart, and I'm also under my GP. So we'll start off with GP. So GP, I've had a lot of problems which we actually thought, me and my parents actually thought might have been menopause related. So we went to the GP and she turned to me and said that because I have a hormone deficiency anyway, there is a chance that it could be. However, she wanted to test for lots of other things as well, just in case. However, it may be that it's nothing to do with menopause and nothing to do with like her side of things, and it's all to do with whatever's going on neurology wise. So I was like, okay, that's fair enough. But she said she wanted to take, I don't know why I'm sitting there like this, but she wanted to take bloods anyway. So I had a full blood count. So everything on, well, with my doctors, we get like a blood test sheet and they kind of just check everything they want tested. She ticked pretty much everything. There was a section that she didn't tick because obviously that, because with my doctors you get like 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. The last section is all like, to do with sex and stuff like that. So she didn't tick any of that lot. However, she did tick 99.9% of the other boxes. So that is coming back on the 31st of May. So yeah, 31st of this month. My mum's friend is taking me because I can't go alone for obvious reasons, but my mum's at work, so she has been very kind and offered to take me. So I said yes, please, that would really help our situation. So she's taking me. So I'll do another update on that when I get that back. Now, when I was with my neurologist, and I was talking to my neurologist and stuff, and he was doing some sort of test and stuff for me. I have had a test that I have had done is an epilepsy test, which came back negative, and a sleep deprived EEG. Now, for those of you who don't know, an EEG is your brain waves, and an ECG is your heartbeat, like your heartbeat. There is another thing called EKG, which I don't know what that is, but I know that EEG is on your brain, ECG is on your heart. I had the EEG one, but sleep deprived, which basically means that you have to stay awake for 24 hours. Normally you stay awake for 24 hours, you then go to the hospital and you sleep, and they do it while, like, they do the test while you're sleeping. However, obviously because of my autism and my ADHD, 1, I don't sleep well anyway, and 2, I do not sleep anywhere else other than my own bed. So we decided to opt out on that side of it and just do like 24 hours no sleeping. Anyway, that came back all fine as well. Now, my neurologist thinks that there's also now something wrong with my heart. He doesn't think there's any, like, he doesn't know particularly what's wrong, so he can't turn around. So he, like, basically, he hasn't turned around and gone, right, I think that's wrong. He's just turned around and said, I think there might be something wrong with your heart, so we're just going to do a wide range of tests. He said it's not definite that there's something wrong with my heart, but he said that there's a possibility. So I'm now being also transferred over to cardio. I've got to have a 24-hour EEG, which is your chest on your heart. And with neurology again, I've got to have an MRI. So I went to have an MRI. However, I'm a claustrophobic, and when I lay down in the machine, you also have to have like the only way I can describe it is a cage put over your head. And when they brought that out and went to put it over my head, I literally pushed it away and I was like, no. I was like, I can't. I was like, I'm struggling enough with this and happen to be in a really tight machine. I was like, I can't do it, no. So anyway, so we kind of went back to the drawing board with the neurologist, and I'm now having an open MRI without the cage on my head. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that's going to work. I haven't had any dates or anything come through from that at all, for that tool. So we're literally just like waiting now. I have been for a while. Okay, now I'm going to go over to what I have been diagnosed with, and I'm going to like dive in quite deep with explaining, because I don't want people to get the wrong idea. So basically what I have been diagnosed with is tics. Now, well, they turned around to me and said, yeah, like, we can see that you've definitely got them, like, we've been monitoring you for a while now and we can see you've got them. They went, however, the reason why we think you've got tics is because of your ADHD and autism, and obviously I've got OCD as well. So they think, like, the cause of me having tics is because of the autism, which does make sense because I have a few, like, I have 2 friends, and my brother, he went to school with someone who also had really bad autism, and he also developed tics after a while. Now, I'm going to do a bit of explaining. Tics and Tourette syndrome are 2 completely different things. They are not the same. You can have tics without having Tourette's, but you can't have Tourette's without having tics. I do not have Tourette's. Tourette syndrome is not what I have. I do not have Tourette syndrome. I have tics. Now, so I was speaking, I'm always on TikTok and stuff, and there was someone that used an explanation, which I'm going to use now because it's the best way that I think to describe it, is that tics and Tourette syndrome is like a thumbprint. It is different in every single person who has tics and Tourette syndrome. It's different in every single person. You may have noticed already that I had tics because there was a couple of YouTube videos that I ticked in, and a few TikTok videos as well that I ticked in that I was just like, I cannot be bothered to delete all that and redo it again because it was like right at the beginning or like something that took a lot of my time. So I kind of just posted it and just went with it and hoped that no one like noticed. So you may have already had an idea that I was like, we knew what I had before I was diagnosed. I just didn't want to say anything until I had a formal diagnosis. So the one that I have is tics. Now, my tics are caused by my autism, by the stress, by my meltdowns and stuff like that. It's all caused by my autism. The same as I have also got a sensory disorder and a processing disorder. That is all part of my autism. So, for example, when you look on my GP, or when I look at my GP records and stuff, there's no exact thing that says, oh, she has sensory disorder, or she has a processing disorder, or she has tics, because it's kind of, it's all part of my autism. It's all kind of moulded into one. And the other thing I want to talk to you about is that everybody is different that has tics and Tourette syndrome. So you might see one person walking down the street that is swearing and like screaming and shouting and stuff like that. You might see someone who's screaming and shouting but isn't swearing. Now, for me personally, I don't have any vocal tics. Well, I have vocal tics, but my vocal tics are not words, they're not phrases, they're not sentences. They're nothing like that. My vocal tics are all noises and stuff like that. Popping with my mouth and stuff like that is all my vocal tics. I don't like, mine are not words or anything like that. Mine are all noises. And the same with motor tics. So motor is like your moving tics basically. So you might see someone that's, I don't know, kicking their legs, waving their arms. I don't like stuff like that. Now my motor tics are all from here upwards. So I don't have any tics that are involving my arms, my legs, my feet, nothing. All of my motor tics are all like neck upwards. So neck twitches, eyebrows raising, just stuff like that. like nose scrunches, just stuff just stuff like that. So mine isn't severe as as some other people's. So mine is quite minor, basically. So yeah. So it's taken me a long time to come forward and like say this because of all the like the stigma around having tics and Tourette's. But again, I want to say that I do not have Tourette's. I have tics. I have a very, very mild case of tics. So yeah, you may have seen it in some of my TikTok videos and stuff like that of me having facial tics in some of the TikToks and stuff like that. If I can find, you know what, I might actually find one. I'm gonna go find my phone and I'll come back. I'm actually gonna show you a TikTok that I was ticking in, and I'll show you what my tics look like with me. Also, my tics are more come out when I'm in so I don't really have them when I'm at home exactly. Mine were more like at college. I had them more at college. When I'm in like a public place, when I feel uncomfortable or something like that is when you can more see my tics. So yeah, also to get that post before Dog gets it. So I'm going to run out to get the post and I'm going to get my phone and I'm going to find that TikTok so I can show you. So I found the video on my thing, my TikTok. I have turned the volume down on my phone because obviously the music behind it, obviously, I don't want to be copyrighted. But I'm just going to press play and I'll show you where. Why is this not working? So, in a second, look. So, here, look, see? So that is one of my tics that were in there. There was a few that had tics in. You can see that I ticked, not massively, but like you can see there was a tick in it. They're more. There are a lot of them. Like I said, they're more when I'm like out and about and I'm anxious and like. I mean, like if I'm at a party and there's lots of people, I can tick a bit and stuff like that. So yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys are all understanding of why I didn't say anything sooner, basically. But yeah, I did. I knew I had to obviously say something at some point because obviously, people obviously are going to ask questions at some point because obviously, you can see me ticking a little bit in some of my TikTok videos and some of my YouTube videos and stuff. I think my friend's just woken up. So yeah, so like I said, I'll be back tomorrow. With vlogging and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Bye guys.